AI engineer or forward deployed engineer? These are the two hottest roles in tech right now, but which one should you be applying for? Well, I pulled 1,000 real job postings so you don't have to, and by the end of this video, you will not just walk away with clarity on which role fits you. I am actually going to show you exactly how I built the tracker to analyze the data and this entire dashboard. A few ingredients that we will need: Claude Code for building and some scraping of LinkedIn and Indeed, and a tool called Data Impulse to actually pull it off. More on that in just a little bit, but stay tuned because we are going to build all of this here. So here's my dashboard that goes through real job postings, and we're going to look at it step by step in 4 different categories. The first category is the skills that you learned. Now, if you're in the technical side with RAG and PyTorch and Python and fine-tuning and production infrastructure, you clearly have strong background for AI engineering. But if you fall in the category where you have client-facing experience, you have pre-sales, solutions architect, customer success, API integrations, that type of experience, you're definitely further ahead for forward deployed engineering. Now, if you look at the categories, you can clearly see here that the core technical capabilities are similar for both AI engineer and forward deployed engineer. And then the deployment and production ML category, same. Both are very similar requirements. And then when you come to stakeholder and client facing roles, if you have more of that, then you are more going to be considered for forward deployed engineers. That also means you're more ready for forward deployed engineer jobs. So that gives you a little bit of a map of where you fit in. Then you've got the map of where in the world are people hiring for these roles. So if I look here, most of the forward deployed engineering work is happening right now in US, in Australia. In Singapore, you've got some forward deployed engineering. In India, you have a lot of AI engineering. In Japan as well, a lot of AI engineering. If you are in any of these countries, your better bet is to be an AI engineer, work through some customer experience, and then in the next few years, get capable of getting into the FDE roles. Also, FDE is a lot more experience under your belt. So if you have that, then you're already in that category. But if you don't, then start with AI engineer and get into FDE. This is a really good map to kind of see where people are hiring for these roles. And like here in Brazil, it's AI engineering, right? That is what the dashboard is telling us. But how did I actually build this dashboard? Now, let me show you that. So I used Claude Code to build this entire thing. So I basically said, Python application that analyzes the job market for 2 roles. These are the 2 roles, AI engineer, forward deployed engineer. It needs 3 parts. I need a scraping module that is taking data from LinkedIn and Indeed. And then I need processing module that interacts and extracts structured skill data from each posting, and a dashboard that visualizes the results as we get them in the skills chart, a regional map, and a comparison table. It did all of that. We saw that, right? Job role keyword search is loose, so a search for one role returns postings for the other. Try to avoid that. And once it did that, then I asked it to build a processing module, which is for raw job posting, extract every single skill, tool, and qualification, return a structured JSON, and then use that to build and summarize this dashboard. And it did all of that. As a result of that, we got the dashboard and the application. Now, the issue that you would run into if you're trying to scrape anything off the internet is past like a handful of requests, LinkedIn and Indeed would start throttling you or just blocking the IP right away. And I needed this module to work across the regions anyway, because I want to make sure we can see the AI engineering jobs in the US. That doesn't necessarily mean the same thing that it means in the UK or in India. So this is where Data Impulse comes in. They are the sponsor for this video today, and this is the critical part that handles getting past those IP blocks across the regions.
If you haven't heard of it, it's a residential proxy provider. Cost starts from $1 per GB. Instead of every request coming from one IP that gets flagged in about 5 minutes, they route through real residential IPs across 195 countries. They have 90 million residential IPs in a pay-as-you-go model, and the traffic never expires. So requests look like they're coming from actual people in actual places, not one script hammering a server from a data center.
So I picked it specifically for the regional angle. Being able to pull postings as if I were searching from different countries was the only real way to make that regional map in the dashboard mean anything.
I signed up, grabbed my proxy credentials,
and I asked Claude Code to wire it into that scraping module that we wrote. All right, so back to the dashboard. Now you know exactly where these numbers are coming from. You can clearly decide based on where you are in your skills. If you're closer on the technical side and early in career, you may want to actually go for AI engineering because it's a better shot for you. But if you are someone who has experience in client-facing roles, pre-sales, solutions engineering, customer success, you may want to go for forward deployed engineering along with all of this technical skills, because go back to your categories, you have to be great at core technical skills, deployment and production, and good at client facing to be able to crack the forward deployed engineering role, while you could crack the AI engineering role without the stakeholder and client facing capabilities. So think about that for a little bit. Depending on which country you're in, you may want to pick the role that is more available in your country. So with that, I'm going to put the code for this down below in the description. And if you are looking to become a forward deployed engineer, I've got a course coming up that I will also link below, and an entire series of YouTube videos that we will also link up here and below. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.